I played a set against Groh the other day, and he wasn't terrific by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, he's not that much worse than I am, but the reason why I'm putting this one up is because it really highlighted for me that and then baller ass Roman Legionnaire cosplay create a soul thing he's got going on here. But this really highlighted for me where I have gaps in this matchup, because despite, you know, Groh not being great, I've never really known exactly where I'm supposed to go for him. And oh jeez, alright. I think there are a couple things that happen in this set. A couple transitions, rather, that this guy just kept going for again and again that allowed me to punish him relentlessly. And that was it right there. That was one of the transitions that I started punishing him for. It was all this stance pressure, which he's doing, and he got away with it the first time there. He probably gets away with it a few more times, but you can definitely interrupt it. You can definitely interrupt it, and as soon as you know what his attacks look like in that stance, it's just easy to mess with him. The rest of the set is pretty much just your regular caliber guessing, you know. You're gonna do a high here, you're gonna sidestep here, you know, FYI, Groh is always sidestepping. That's just a function of the character. So you really need some kind of strong horizontal attack game to stop him from doing that. Which for me seems to be 6A, 6A, 1K, and 3A. Those are really what I call, and throw sometimes, so A plus G, something. But those are really the moves that I use to catch it most of the time. I think that's the front throw. Should make sense because I break front throw like rarely. I really thought he was gonna duck there, and it just proved to me he wasn't gonna duck. So just fucking ring him out, easy peasy. I do win most of these matches, but like I said, it's because, I mean, the guy's not quite as experienced with the game as I am, which is fine. He's not that much worse than I am, that's for sure, because I fucking suck at this. Oh boy, do I suck at this. If there's anything I've learned about this fucking game, it's that I'm not good at it. Like, not even a little.
Battle 1. Fight.
Get punished for going for the big move there. That hits every time Relic AB hits. That fucking follow-up hits the first time. No one ducks out of BBB on counter hit. They just don't. Not the first time. It's gonna work again? No. Well, it would have worked again, but I went for the mix-up. Apparently too soon. It's a good duck block by him. Picking up on my habits. I definitely like to use 1K after 6A a little too much. And then he just gets hit by 1A a couple times in a row. Tried to go for 2-2B, which is not great, especially in this matchup. You just always got to assume that Groh is sidestepping. I decided to roll for a bit there, and the reason I decided to roll was because I don't think he has a pickup for you in Soul Charge. Oh, and this guy likes to do that a lot, which is fine. I'm content to wait until time's almost up, then poke him once, and then, you know, win that way, because personally, I find that hilarious. But he really wants me, he really wants to whiff punish me, and I'm not letting him. He's also shown me that he loves to backstep, so that's a lethal hit from Mitsurugi. If you always choose backstep, that's a lethal hit from Mitsurugi. Last game, we spent about 35 seconds standing. Frame traps. You can get out of it with an I-12, but I guess he doesn't know that. I duck into that string so many times, it's crazy. It looks like it's going to be mid-high, but it's not. It's like high-mid or mid-mid. I'm using Relic AB a little too often for my liking here. But you have to start with a horizontal out of Relic against Groh, because it's fucking Groh. I'm pretty sure that scales pretty often. Yeah, it does. It was like 50% of the damage you can get off that combo. And if he's just gonna stand there ducking because he thinks I'm gonna do 1K again, that's a lethal hit too. Now we're wasting time. Gonna clip this out starting at like 7:40-ish. And we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait until the computer cools the fuck down. Once it cools the fuck down, then we'll go for it. Take a look at this guy's profile. This guy's actually a C4 Hilda. What else does he play? Alright, bumper back and forth. Ah. He's got X, a Groh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy actually does 5 different characters. He's got most from the D rank, but he does have Hilda up to a C4. Blah, 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 blah. So I just took a look at this guy's profile, and he's actually got 5 characters that he plays. 4 of them are up in D rank, and then his top one is Hilda at like C4. So I wasn't too far off with the idea of he's about as good as I am, just not quite. Which makes sense, because he's got a lot less games played on record than I do. Be pretty embarrassing if he was better than me with less games played. So we're starting to get a few of the 3A counter hits in this match. I don't think I've nailed down exactly when I'm supposed to do it yet at this point. But I'm seeing the transition in the stance pressure and when I need to hit him. Because if you don't hit Groh out of his stance pressure, he just abuses you. He'll just abuse you all day long. He'll fucking icy chains all over your nutsack, and you'll just lose. Doesn't matter how good or how bad. You just good reaction to block the 1A there, and he ducked. And I fucked up the combo, but got a second lethal hit for reasons. But yeah, I went for the mix-up. He ducked out of the last 3A counter hit and like blocked my 1BB. So now I'm catching his duck, which is exactly what you want to do with Mitsurugi is establishing your mix-up. And you establish your mix-up by conditioning your opponent to be like, hey, I'm gonna throw a 50 damage low, so you better fucking block your toes. As soon as they block your toes, you blow them the fuck up. And I think in that regard, 3A is very useful. I don't know if they thought about it this way when they nerfed the piss out of the move, but they've turned 3A from a tool that you use to confirm a CE to end a round into a tool, another tool that you use to establish your 50-50. Because it doesn't guarantee anything. Counter hit doesn't guarantee anything. There's a good block and punish into that. I did the 3V too late. If I had done the 3V slightly sooner, that would have been another lethal hit. Instead, we finished with the 1A, because why not? You figure I'm low, so he's going to do a jab. You got a 50-50 chance between AA and BB, or like fucking 3K or 2K or some shit. Roughly 50-50. You got a roughly 50-50 chance to get the 1A lethal hit there, which is why I do it. I mean, Mitsu... The fucked up thing is if you just look at his frame data, Mitsu has, like, good frame data. I'm not sure why I can't put that fucking frame data into practice, but I can. He's +6 on any AA hit. Yet it's never my turn after an AA, and I don't fucking know why. I mean, it could just be I'm retarded, but... Point is, aside from a few things where you're... oh god, that was some ugly twitch stuff right there. Jesus. And we're back to doing lows after 3A counter hit. This is probably the game where I start to get a feel for when I need to interrupt. It's an unfortunate choice of moves that I had there. It was an unfortunate choice of moves that he had there. Oh man. How are you gonna go for like a 20 frame move or more in that situation, Groh? What are you doing with your life? Oh, no whiff punish on the grab. Fuck up this combo again? I do. Man. Fuck up all my combos. Right there. You've got, I think, one thing out of stance that can hit you after he does the stance B, and there's Mitsurugi's one tracking move right there. Fuck, what was I saying? Right there. He went in the stance and then did what looked like BB. Right there, same thing again. So that'll catch you if you try to interrupt him. But I think if he picks any other option, you have at least 14 frames to spend every time he tries to do that. Obviously, you can't do it with a vertical because it's Groh. And Groh is kind of like just immune to verticals for some reason. All of his moves sidestep. Really, oh no whiff punish on the grab again, but he gets scared and ducks and it's 6-6B. So it all worked out. It all worked out. Got 3 more? We got 3 more. I know I do lose one of these. I do for sure lose one of these, and it might be this one. And if it's not this one, then it's the next one. Because I know I didn't leave on a loss. There was at least that. Yeah. We'll see. Kind of Groh nonsense can he hit me with. Poking, whiffing. Yeah, this is not a good start for me so far. BB? Yep. I'm +4 after that string, even on block, dude. It's like the one time it's my turn, mostly because you've got 16 or 18 frames to hit me between 6A and A. Oh, I didn't have the right angle, so I didn't get the ring out there. I know I can react to this because I do it with plenty of other characters, and there you go. He likes to backstep a lot. But reacting to AAA with Mitsu 1A is so fucking optimal. He 2As to get out of the pressure there, and then he ducks because he's scared. I go for a 2K instead of my usual like 1B A plus B. This is see right there, I know I can react to it. I fucked up the combo, but I still reacted to it. And that's like your optimal punish for someone mashing out AAA. Unless it's Geralt. Because for whatever reason... I missed this? Yeah, I missed it. Fuck. You'd think I would actually practice my own goddamn tech so that I could land that shit, but I'm not that kind of person. Jesus, maybe I don't read this one. Oh god, yes I do. Just didn't block that. Look at me go. An important note, a very important note about the about those kind of really slow telegraph lows is if you can react to them to block them, then you can react to them to like fucking 9B. And I'm really trying to condition myself to get in the habit of using 9B instead of 2G to counter a slow low. Because that'll give you, I think like 40 damage minimum, and then you can do an Ukemi catch in any direction to get upwards of like 77 damage. Just for landing a 9B. 77, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, I don't know what that wall rising B was supposed to do there, but it didn't do the thing.
Final battle. Fight.
See if we can salvage this. I don't think we do, but we might. 2-2. Well, it was probably supposed to be a single 2-2B. Yeah, and just a ring out from mid-stage, because mid-stage is like 2 inches from the side in fucking Indian Port. It's a terrible stage design. It's just a fucking terrible stage design. It benefits some characters over others so hard. It's probably the most polarizing stage in the entire game. So that was the one game I lost to. Spoiler alert, I do come away with the next 2. But again, I think that's just more due to the fact that I have more games played than he does. That's really it. That's all it comes down to. I've played more.
A merchant ship. Battle 1. Fight.
Counter hit out of 6-6A. Tech trap or frame traps. You can get out of that frame trap with an I-12 always. Be careful about doing a 2A to get out of it though, because that opens you up to a 9B, which you don't want to get hit with because of reasons I explained in the last round. He's really trying to poke with those lows this round. Goes in the stance, gets counter hit for it. You gonna... Nope. I mean, he punishes the missed A plus B, but he doesn't punish me going into stance, which you can definitely do. Starting to do 2As more instead of backstones. Oof, yeah, Groh is always sidestepping. So when he goes in the stance, you can just hit him. Hit him out of it. Good react to the AAA string again. Always got to react to those. Always, always, always. There's so much free damage if people go for fucking AA. Was not close enough to get the grab. I think what I wanted there was probably Relic A hold into mist into grab. I probably just fucked up the unit. Yeah, see? Exactly. Exactly. Get another chance at it. Nope, didn't move at all. Fuck. It's so hard to get online. I mean, it's fucking difficult to get. Well, it's not so much difficult to get, even in training mode, as it has very particular timing and movement required, even in training mode. So getting it online is just, it's a big ask. Didn't react to the AAA string there. But we still come away with victory. And I missed that just frame. Man, I am so bad at this goddamn game. And I gotta stop doing 1B after missed A plus B hits. Because the counter hit BBB that you get is like 79 damage, and if you go for the 1BB, I think you get like 64 or some shit. And the BBB counter hit has better follow-up, like much, much better follow-up. I could understand going for a 1B A plus B if you definitely wanted to create space, but that's a pretty niche application there, if you ask me. Pretty niche. Last game, though. Hopefully the computer doesn't overheat. My dumbass little computer. We need to get you some new thermal paste, baby. Yeah, I bet we do. Alright. Last game. Fuck intros. Let's go. See me counter hitting these stance options. Well, that was just he pushed a button and my button was faster. But I really want to see these. I really want to see myself counter hitting these stance options. I went for it right there. But like I said, the one thing he can do to beat you counter hitting him out of his stance option is to do BB, which he does again, and it doesn't do that much damage, so I'm kind of okay with letting it go. Yeah, you can't step there. I mean, I'll just fucking do it again. A lot of mitsurugis, a lot of mitsurugis will do Relic AA, and if you're up against a wall like that, they'll finish with V. And a lot of people know that. Hell, if Relic AA ever gets blocked, like the default go-to is usually B afterwards. But yeah, you can just catch people. You can just mash. You go into Relic and just do AA. See, I did it again there, but I don't know why you didn't get wall splat. There's Mitsu tracking for you. The only character I've seen where you just randomly face in the opposite direction. Now right here, what I'm doing is I'm keeping my back up against the wall, so this asshat can't teleport behind me. So at the very least, I know where he's coming from. And then he lets me frame trap him again, which we will take. Groh probably has a punish to blocking Mitsu's 1A. I don't know what it is. It's probably Wall Rising K. But I don't think he knows that Mitsu's 1A is minus 14 on block. The ring out? Nope. Ah, that's right. Guard break, baby. I knew if I could just either break his guard or catch him ducking there, he was out. So that covered every option except for sidestep. Technically, some characters, I'm pretty sure not all characters, but some characters, at the very least, can sidestep in between Mitsu Soul Charge 3 BB. It takes some doing, but it's definitely possible. It's probably possible with for everyone with S tier movement, which is Halmaru, Tira, Sophie, Hilda. It's probably barely true for Mitsu, but at this point, with a number of the characters that have been added, number of the DLC characters, I honestly don't think Mitsu has S tier movement anymore, because not because his movement got worse, but because other characters with better movement were added. It just kind of inadvertently bumped him closer to the middle of the bell curve. But anyway, that's Mitsurugi versus Groh. Points of interest are counter-hitting stance transitions and not doing verticals. Aside from that, good games, whatever your name is, I'm sure I will honor you in the title.